Hello everyone, John Runner 88 here with another Star Wars figures review. That's right, we have 4 of them because it is a 4-pack of 212th Clone Troopers. Obi-Wan Kenobi's boys right here. And as you can see, there might be, to the eagle-eyed viewer out there, there might be a little difference between these ones here and the ones on the package. That is correct. Their brow lines are not painted, and these ones were not painted when they came in. And you might kind of look at them now and be like, yeah, those brown lines are kind of janky looking. Yeah, a little bit. But I think I'm going to dirty these guys up eventually, and you're not even going to be able to tell, because it's just going to be just a part of their aesthetic. But yes, there is a running change where the brow lines are painted, and then there are some where the brow lines are not painted. And I was lucky enough to get the ones with the brow lines unpainted. So I went through and it was so easy, right? It was super easy to just paint the brown lines. It would have been if all of the other ones didn't have the visors almost painted onto the brow line. We'll look at this right here. Because I painted them all. I have some pictures on my Instagram. But you can see that there's like a separation here between the visor and the brow line. On these guys, when they came in, the only one that had a separation was Waxer here, because they have the brow line. It's like a ridge that sticks out, and you could see the separation on his. But for all the other ones, the visor like was printed way up, butting into it. So I had to use nail polish remover and remove the brow line or the visor almost completely, and then repaint it. And I'm glad I did because they look so much better. Like you can see next to this one how thin the like wedges are on this, and I painted them to be much more accurate to the live action versions, and the brow line, could be painted a little bit better, a little cleaner, but it's hard at this scale. The painter's tape wasn't like sticking to it very good because it's like a rubber, it's not like a plastic, but I think they came out pretty good for the most part. Waxer's is pretty good, and I also added the gray strip to the back there, and I painted the back there as well, which they didn't even paint that on here, but it is supposed to be like black or whatever, so I painted that in. But let's look at their pretty faces. We've got Waxer here. He's the most different. He's got slightly different deco on his armor, and then his helmet has the picture of Numa right there, and some like hash marks all over it. And there's a cool actual printing of like a battle droid there, which is nice. But he's got the bald head. His facial hair was a little off when I first got him, so I did touch that up a little bit to kind of even it out. He's only supposed to have like a little soul patch. I don't know why they gave him like all that like chin fuzz and stuff, but he looks great. Oh, I also painted in the little hash marks on their chest armor right there to give those like the little black marks there. So let's see, we've got this one. This is what all their faces normally look like. Yes, yes, lovely. But I took the liberty of adding a little bit to some of the other ones. You got this mustachioed boy here. Just adding a little extra, and I think eventually I'm going to do this one up to be Boyle. So I did up Boyle's crazy handlebar mustache. And thankfully in the show he has that like angular cut to his hair, so it'll be a great head once it's all done up. I need to like kind of, his armor's a little bit different looking, and his helmet, I need to try and match the colors. Kind of do up an orange that'll match that. They come with 2 long blasters, and I like the sculpt of these new ones, but they are still a bit gummy. It's a shame, but I do like that these are a little thick. The ones that come with the ARC Troopers are very thin, and I don't like those. And then they all come with one of the smaller blasters. But I really like this pack, other than the helmets being just a mess, and frustrating to deal with. It's a great set. I think it is overpriced. It's like $60. It should be a little bit cheaper. I know it's like the prices are all over the place for like those sets. Some of them are like 50, some of them are 60. They originally started out at like 42, and it was like that was a great price. But now they're like, it's like, what's the point of getting a 4-pack if they're like if they're gonna be like the same price as buying them at retail? I know it's like a little bit cheaper, but it doesn't seem like it. But I think that's gonna about do it with this. I got some pictures on my Instagram. You can go check that out at JohnRunner88 as well. And I got a lot of fun pictures of these guys and kind of the process of like doing their helmets and stuff. And did you pick up these guys? Do you have this 4-pack? I love the new clone body. Give us more. They're not giving us enough. But I think that's going to about do for this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, guys.